We're here today to check out some more cricket.
But should we just call it like Cricket Tuesday or something like that?
Cricket Tuesday.
Cricket Tuesday.
Cricket Tuesday.
It was repeating itself. Can we just see that?
It's so true, though.
Okay, well, first of all,
true.
Mitch Johnson, Brett Lee, MS Dhoni, with all that boring stuff out of the way, this is a very important, momentous occasion. All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Gabe's favorite name, Boring Land. Nick here.
Gabe.
And we are so excited to bring you a little bit of extra cricket this week. We had mentioned on our Cricket Tuesday video about the Thug Life moments, top 10 revenge moments, that we have acceptance permission from Cricket Addict to react to some of his videos. Now, we're not going to go through his entire video library unless he doesn't mind, but there's some specific ones that we asked for permission. And because Aarav, one of our fantastic viewers, one of our patrons, a very loyal viewer and fan, because he loves Andre Russell so much, Aarav, this one's for you. I don't know if it's officially a Patreon request, but this is what we do for our patrons. We know what you like, and when we can get to it, we want to throw it at you.
Big shout out to you, Aarav. Big shout out to you, Aarav. Now, I tell you what, dude, it's so funny, right? I was watching a video with you and Chris, right? And I'm like, dude, I don't know why, but it's like one of the parts of the games that to me just, if anything else, it almost like makes it not, makes it so much more enjoyable. But yet here, at least in the States, they're really trying to do down with all the trash talking and all the, gamesmanship or whatever. Players get fined. I remember NFL, one of the best was Chad Johnson or Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah.
He actually changed his name to Ochocinco. This guy, him and T.O., they're the ones that started with pulling the Sharpies out of the socks, signing the balls or whatever. T.O. with the pom-poms, with the cheerleaders.
Not just that, but Ochocinco, he would go so far where if he was on Monday Night Football that week, he would tweet out a week beforehand, wait until I score a touchdown because I got a celebration ready to go. I mean, he would plan these celebrations. And then one week specifically, he had a fake Hall of Fame jacket ready waiting for him. So when he scored, he goes to the sideline, gets out of the bag, puts on the Hall of Fame jacket with his shoulder pads. Another one when they pulled off the Ochocinco. It was Johnson. He pulled it off, so it said Ochocinco. Man, he got fined for that one.
Oh, dude. And I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, they kept getting fined. Like, it's fun. People are enjoying it. ESPN's showing rerun clips of it. Like, stop trying to kill the game. And same thing in baseball, going back to the sledging, which is, you're just showing up the opponent and, chirping back and forth. In my opinion, nothing wrong with it. Gamesmanship. But the biggest fight in recent memory in baseball was because Joey Bats hit a jack in the playoffs to beat Texas, right? Joey Bats, Jose Bautista. The very next season, now here's some backstory to that. The whole season, even the announcers were waiting for Joey Bats to get hit. Everyone, Joey Bats. They played, I think, 6 games that year. Nope, the other team didn't do anything until the last game. Wait for it. Not just the last game, it was the 8th inning of the last game. It was his last at bat. Basically, they waited to the very last at bat that he had to retaliate because now we don't have to play Toronto for the whole year. And, in their minds, they can't retaliate.
They can't get back at us, yeah.
Yeah, which is really what made it bad. But Joey Bats gets drilled, and then he goes hard, slides at second base, and then after that, the big fight, brouhaha, with Odor, absolutely. Woo, he chin
he got him good too. Most baseball fights, you don't get too much contact. It's, for lack of a better term, it's kind of like a sissy punch or a ghost punch or something.
But it was all because Joey Bats with the bat flip. And it's like, look, it's fun. It's in good fun. It was a huge moment in the playoffs. So many memes were made out of it. You just go to your iPhone, if you have one right now, and go to like where you send memes. What's that called?
The GIFs?
Not, what did you say?
The GIFs?
Yeah, go to the GIFs. GIFs, one of the two. Go to it, right? And type in Joey Bats or bat flip and guarantee you that's what's going to come up. It's iconic. And It makes it so
You know-
good. I just knew, not to cut you off, but when you had that top 10 revenge moments with Chris, I just knew we were gonna get that one with the side of the bats, because that's still my favorite
Walton,
of
yeah.
all time, man.
You know what's funny is we are 5 minutes in this video, right? And I love that you missed one video and you got to give your commentary on it, even though we're not doing that video right now. We have so many people. I think it's a contest now. They put in the comment section when we finally get to the video. It'll be like 6 minutes in, 7 minutes in. We're already 5 minutes. We haven't even started talking about this video yet. So it's a new record for us. Let's go ahead and jump into this. We're again Andre Russell, right? This guy, I have seen some of his highlight. I have not seen this video. I have seen some of his highlights because Aarav had requested another Andre Russell video. And I mean, this guy is no joke. This guy knows what he's doing. And before these videos, I like to do a little bit of due diligence. I didn't do any beforehand because I watched one video of his. So he's a Jamaican professional cricketer who is widely regarded as one of the greatest T20 players to have ever played the game. And we just did Cricket Explained on Cricket for Americans. Check that out, where we talk about T20 and the inception of that. He plays internationally for the West Indies and for Jamaica in West Indian domestic as an all-rounder. All right. So there's a little bit of information on Andre Russell, but we're going to be watching his monster sixes. I love that. Monster sixes. I mean, I want to see these. I've always been a fan of the home run. It's not my favorite thing in baseball, but I'm also a fan of sixes in cricket. That's not my favorite thing, but you can't help but admire. And I'm not sure if you caught it, Gabe. I mentioned your name for a second in the last video that you were talking about. That one guy, he hit that six in his reply, and he did a little strut when he walked away. Did you see that?
I did. I loved it.
I was thinking of you. I'm like, oh, Gabe's going to lose his mind when he sees that. So I want to see not only some monster sixes, I want to see some struts. Once again, thank you so much, Cricket Addict, for allowing us to react to your video. These are some videos that you put your hard work, your blood, sweat, and tears into, and we appreciate the permission. Go below to the description box of our video to see how to get to his videos, how to get to his channel. Like and subscribe. Let him know that Born Review sent him. All right, Gabe, are you ready?
Give me a second. Cue this thing up.
Cue this thing up. I like that. Cue this thing up.
Well, dude, before we even got online, I had to be like, all right, guys, I'm going to record now. Everybody off of Wi-Fi.
Dude, I'm telling you, the lag. I hope there's no lag on this one. Hopefully not.
Oh, dude, all you hear me yelling is the lag is real.
Oh, struggle is real for sure.
I'm ready. You?
All right. 3, 2, 1. Monster sixes, yes.
Number 2.
Oh, he's hit that well.
Ooh,
That's
see that
right.
little dance he gave too? It's lost in the sky.
That's gone for a home run.
Wait,
did a home run?
The announcer even said that goes for a home run.
Not just the fences, but the grounds.
Oh,
Dude, I know cricket's different, but even with his back foot, he kind of gave a little home run stance there when he was swinging. That was nice.
oh yeah, he used all his hips there, bro.
Out of the ground like this. Ooh!
Here he goes, gets under it, and that's gone a very long way.
Oh my gosh!
That's massive.
Even the umpire's not
Just
sure what to
shows
do.
what
He wants to give him 7.
power.
It is a very powerful shot. It's a 6 on any ground
was
in the
on
world.
his
And
knee
he's done it
before
with the
he
flourish,
swung.
which is so typically
Or
Caribbean.
swung or whatever.
He's moved his front
word
foot
is.
out of the way, and
Man.
He goes. Top deck, I think. Oh, top deck of the Ricky Ponting stand. And Andre Russell says, yep.
Hold that, cousin.
Oh man, that ball was coming in towards his body too, and he didn't care. He just waited for it, timed it, and boom. Boom goes dynamite.
Oh, thank you. Don't even bring out the balls.
Who does he
and the
think he is?
box,
Reggie
and then a
Jackson?
new one on the roof. Hero Maximum again. Haley's coming. So hard to stop. Length. And the bottom hand pumps it over 100 metres for this one.
Gosh, look at that.
Russell, 42 from
is no
20.
joke.
He's dealing at maximums.
He's got serious power, bro.
These are definitely monster. I love it. Young boy is pleased.
Big,
Oh my.
huge, mammoth, you name it, it's out of here.
You gotta love the
Love this
commentator. Look at that kid.
He was waiting to pounce on Jason Mohammed. Mohammed has been negative
That one was
in
pretty
his
much
bowling,
served up
bowling
for
that
him, though.
leg
Holy
stump line. Look at this young man. He's in
Like,
awe
wow.
as to the distance that ball went.
Oh, I love it.
He's going against MOEEN Ali.
Oh, he's at it again.
And that's a
Mind me,
sweet spot.
car.
Is he not a
It's over
pole
to
hitter?
always a
Holy
bird,
cow.
and it's nearly
A
over.
absolute pull hitter.
Thankfully, we've got some cameras still working. Here's
Everything
another.
pulls up.
Got some cameras still working. Wow.
Try the Yorker again. If he misses, it's going to travel.
If he goes, it's gonna travel.
Oh, another one.
Predicted it.
What a beauty into the scoreboard. Wow, that is sensational.
That's a natural hit right there.
Went straight over to the scoreboard and Chris Gale. Well, he is shocked with the distance, the power, the onslaught from the man.
How can
I
he?
love it. The onslaught.
You get me caught. I'm going to go now.
Study up tonight.
Oh, the humanity.
Now that was a Tiger Woods shot right there.
Bro, that was a laser.
You see him
Throw it
nod his
back. I
head.
love it. Get out of here.
Of his own appreciation. Here we go on the back of his back. It says big
Oh.
hit turn. This is a big hit.
That was pretty close to meeting it right when it came off the ground.
Biggest six of the tournament.
Oh, they need 6 for the final livery. This is walk-off right here to tie it up. Wow.
Wow.
How do you allow that ball to be even close? Jeez, he just smoked it too.
Wow.
Oh my
You hear
goodness
that off the
me!
bat?
Where's that
Oh
gone?
yes, he broke it. He broke that ball.
It's in the car park on the
Look
other
at the
ground.
other
There is
guy.
another ground.
His teammate's like,
I want to see his
You
reaction.
can have 1, 2, 3, 4 men on the leg side on the boundary. It doesn't matter. That has gone a long, long way out of the.
Wow.
oh, that's all.
Dude, I'm telling you, these videos by Cricket Addict, they're so awesome. I'm not just saying that because he gave us permission. I mean, we got super lucky with him giving us permission because these videos are so nicely done. The quality was so good. And not just that, but gave a little bit of a backstory in the little short description, the titles for each one. I mean, if you didn't know that he needed a 6 to tie that game in the final ball, it would be like, oh, wow, that was a long sixer. But
Context is
that
important.
was
Context is important. Listen, my Yankees and some of my favorite Yankees are just for hitting home runs when the game's already a blowout, okay? And, okay, we're up 9-2 or whatever. Let me hit another meaningless home run. Hit one when it's 0-0 or when you're chasing a run, when you're, bottom of the ninth. Hit a walk-off home run. That's how come it's so big. So same thing in cricket. It has to be, take it in context. Is it a 6 that mattered? And I'm sure all 6 matters. But that, at the end of the game, like you said, and you need 6 to tie or to win, listen, that's pressure, man. And as a matter of fact, we were talking, and that's the first one, I don't know if you noticed, but out of all these, and I'm sure he's done it before, where he actually went, not necessarily oppo, but he didn't pull that ball. It kind of went dead center, but in my mind, and it's funny, just as a former coach, the way I'm thinking is like, you're right. he pulls everything. So in baseball, when you got a guy that pulls everything, you pitch him on the outside, and especially since the cricket bat is so short, it's a lot shorter. You know what I mean? I would think that maybe the outside is his weakness. Again, problem with that is that A, he could just step over on the other side. B, if it's too far outside, it's going to be wide, and then it's no good anyway. But man, like I personally would not give this guy anything inside, man. Not even a little bit, bro. Because wow.
You were absolutely correct, because when you were talking, I was going to say like, oh, but if they pitch it too wide, it could be a wide, or he can just move over. But you already said it. That was perfect, and that's where cricket and baseball differ greatly as far as batting goes, because you've got to go for the wickets as the bowler. You want to get this guy out. Now, I'm sure not every time. I'm sure maybe there's a strategy to throw him off a little bit, but when you're talking about the walk-off, it's even more impossible, in my opinion, statistically speaking, harder in cricket for what he did on that last ball, because in baseball, if we're down by a run and we're to our final out, even our final strike, my hitter can get a single, be on base, and now we have a new hitter and he gets another full 3 strikes. In cricket, you have that one ball. If he misses it, that's it. The game's over, because you've used all your overs, you used all of your balls. And so that's where it's even more, and not just that, it's 6 runs. So let's say he got a boundary. Let's say he got a 4. Well, you still lost because that was your last ball. So that's astronomical. That's awesome. And I love that in cricket, where there is no strike zone, there's just those wickets that you want to protect, and you don't want to go too wide. But we've seen a lot of guys like A.B. de Villiers and other guys that will step over almost 2 or 3 feet to whack that ball or do a reverse sweep or whatever.
It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. They're gonna hit the ball basically where it's bowled, and those are natural hitters. You can't teach that, bro. And I met a kid years ago. I know. I mean, last I checked, he was playing high school ball too. But this kid was like a young Vladimir Guerrero. And if you watch Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who's in the majors now, his father, if you look up old clips, Vladimir Guerrero, this guy could hit a ball anywhere. There was no discipline. This guy would pick a ball off his shoe tops and take it out, something in the other batter's box. It was even frustrating when you were trying to bean him on purpose and you're trying to hit him. He would step back and still put that ball in play, because those guys, you can't teach that. That's just eye-hand coordination. It's reflexes. And very few guys, from what I've seen so far, have the ability to shuffle their feet that way, go into the other batter's box, and still have enough power. They might make contact, but have enough power to take it out or to get a boundary on it. That's probably not going to happen. Matter of fact, when you do that, you're probably susceptible to popping out or making an out, which is why in the test, they were like, when Uzi went in there and went for that reverse sweep on the first, at bat, it was like, on the first ball, it's like, are you serious? If you make out, you're going to get some grief. But Uzi does things his way, and you cannot teach that. That's just something that's natural. Hitting is natural, man. Honestly, for some people have the eye-hand coordination, some people don't. We teach mechanics in baseball, which I'm sure they're the same thing. They'll teach mechanics in cricket, but, hitters are born. Bottom line, bro, hitters are born. Just like pitchers. It's an unnatural thing, just like bowlers, to throw that hard. You might teach somebody the technique, but unless you were blessed by God or, at birth that put a thunderbolt in your arm. What reference is that from, Nick? Okay.
I mean, obviously, I want to think Hercules, but I don't think it's Hercules. A thunderbolt in your arm.
Yes. That's a baseball reference from a movie called Bull Durham. He says, you were blessed by the gods and they put a thunderbolt in your arm. But unless you have that doesn't matter how much training you do, how much technique you do, you're just not going to be able to throw a, high 90s in baseball or even 100. And same thing in cricket. So you've got to have some natural talent, those things that you can't teach. And like you said, man, this guy hit some balls that almost look effortlessly. The one that he hit out the parking lot, bro, that's disrespectful. The one thing that they should have done, and I'm talking about who was filming this, I always love watching the bowler's reaction. Just the same thing in baseball. I love watching the pitcher's reaction. When they give a big one up like that, they're just like, end of rant.
Oh, my turn. Okay, cool. So, I'm just like, I'm sitting here trying to be respectful, trying to find my in. Where's my spot at? And it's just like, man, this guy doesn't breathe whatsoever. Holy cow. The thing I'm thinking about with a guy like Andre Russell, and again, I'm not a coach in cricket, but I'm trying to think scouting report wise. I noticed with every single one of those balls that were bowled, it bounced off the ground. Now, I understand in cricket, usually the balls are going to bounce, but we have seen some deliveries where they kind of go straight, almost like a baseball pitch, or where, we've seen those Yorkers that are much closer to the feet, much closer to the wickets. If I'm a bowler, and I understand that, not everyone has those kind of skill sets, but if I'm a bowler, the last thing I'm going to do is bounce it about 5 feet in front of Andre Russell, because he is so good at picking that up off the bounce and then pulling it. The one that was a little bit of an exception is when it bounced off the ground and he hit it right when it was coming up, but he still hit it off the bounce. If I'm the scouting report guy, I'm telling my bowlers, if you can, throw those Yorkers or kind of throw it a little more straight just to throw him off, so he doesn't know what he's expecting, because every single one of those that bounced about 5 feet in front, I mean, it was just serving up to him and he was just taking it yard, and not just a little bit, he was destroying it. Also, as the coach, what I would say is I would remind my guys, I know this guy kills the ball, but it just counts as 6. Okay. It's not extra points for the distance. Don't let it get in your head, because if this guy just hit my ball 100 meters, then I'm deflated. And I know these guys are professionals, but you can't tell me in the back of their mind, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be on, the highlights now of whatever the sports equivalent to Sports Center is in India or in Jamaica or in the West Indies in the IPL. Man, I don't know. That's what I would be saying. I'm sure they tried it, but that's what would be my scouting report for him.
Well, this is for our cricket fans here that always get on me because and on us, I should say, because we compare the two sports, baseball and cricket. Here's where I always give you the comparable, where they're the same. Here is where they're absolutely different. Bro, there's no defending that. In baseball, I don't care if you got an A.B. de Villiers. I don't care if you've got Virat Kohli. I don't care if you've got Adam Russell. It doesn't matter. You can walk that guy. You can hit that guy. There's so many ways where I do not have to let you beat me. I do not. In cricket, you actually got to get that guy out. You know what I'm saying? And you said it's there's no defending that, especially if I don't have the skill set to do something and special. It's almost undefensible. As a bowler, what do you do? I mean, you might have to turn into the villain and go into become Chris Archer and put one under his chin. Oh, this wasn't Chris Archer. That was a Jofra Archer, and put one under his chin, man. I mean, what else could you do? You're right. What else could you do? So
where is Chris Archer from? That sounds familiar. What's that from?
He's the baseball player. He's an American baseball player. He plays for the played for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, yeah.
He plays now for the Pirates. But
how'd that work out? All right, so that's a different discussion. So we hope you enjoyed this extra cricket video. We hope you're enjoying Cricket for Americans. If you don't know yet, we have another cricket channel, or another channel that's only for cricket. It's called Cricket for Americans, not because it's only for Americans, but it's us as Americans reacting to it. And we hope you are enjoying that. If you're not, check it out. See what you want to see. Like and subscribe to this channel as well. Go ahead and check out Cricket Addict and see all the things that he's doing. He's got some great videos that hopefully we're reacting to soon. But we hope you're having a great day. We hope, someone said that there's no cricket right now, so this is giving them their fix, which makes us so proud. We hope that you got some more fix tonight. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.
Ooh, he threw the action in there.
See that? I'll have to start signing the bat.
Oh, yeah.